I just feel like, let me give it a shot. Maybe this is my next level to advocacy, community advocacy, what I'm doing now. So I decided that I would just pray on it. And it took almost a year for me to see some type of sign. The sign is really crazy. I was in New York at Reverend Sharpton's National Action Network conference, and I was on a panel with some other moms. And so now it's my turn to speak. He got a couple of hundred people that's out there. And, you know, I was talking about advocacy work and being a national figure. And with, you know, my passion is local. My passion is local government. But I'm just on a national level because of who I'm connected to, and by the mere fact that I speak, you know, publicly and speak nationally. So I was on the panel, and now it's my turn to speak. And I was like, well, as a community activist, sometimes, you know, you definitely have to act. It's an action word. You have to protest, you have to march, you have to write letters, you have to call your political, your politicians, and sometimes you have to run for office. And so I get this gut feeling, and I'm like, uh-oh. And so I'm thinking, maybe I'm hungry. You know, maybe this is not a sign. Maybe I'm hungry. So I was like, brushed it off a little bit, but it was on my mind. A few weeks later, I was in Pittsburgh. I was on a stage with Chuck D. I was speaking to some students at a college in Pittsburgh, and it's my turn to speak. And so, and I said, oh, as a community activist, you know, who speaks on a national level, I said, you know, sometimes you have to protest, sometimes you have to march and go to rallies, sometimes you have to sign petition and write letters, sometimes you have to call your politicians, and sometimes you have to run for office. And I got that feeling again, and I was like, oh Lord, Lord, oh my God. I was like feeling like, okay, this is it.